Hello, everybody. Today, we're going to talk about death. And more specifically, how you are probably speedrunning it with certain habits that you're doing. To be honest, I'm a little bit scared to find these out. Let's find out together how much longer we have to live. Oh boy.
Hey children, here are the everyday habits that are slowly killing you. Number 1, sitting too long.
I am cooked. All I do all day, every day is sit in this chair. I mean, I've sat in this chair, so this is a $400 chair, and it's tilting forward and to the left. That just goes to show how much I sit in this chair, that it's broken.
You sit the whole day studying, working, or doing something. But sitting all day slows blood flow, weakens muscles, and crushes your spine like a folding chair.
I do have a lot of back problems. Oh my God. Look, I know I said I sit all day, every day. That's all I do, but that's a lie because there's one other thing that I do, and it's go to the gym. I was under the impression that most of my back problems comes from the gym and like lifting with improper form or too heavy or whatever it might be. I think I'm wrong.
Your glutes forget how to work. Your legs stop moving blood properly, and your heart goes, cool, I'll just get lazy too. And it's called active rest, but your body doesn't buy it. Even 1 hour of sitting stiff can mess with your circulation.
I might die tomorrow. I'm not even kidding. Like, I think I am probably in like the 99th percentile as far as how much people sit per day. Because the thing is, I'll record for like 10 hours a day, and then my friends will ask me to game. So then I end up like watching YouTube or playing video games the rest of the night in this chair. I might sit in this chair for 14, 15 hours a day. This is really depressing. I wish I did not watch this video.
Number 2, not blinking at screens.
Bro, he's just describing my life. I think at least, I mean, honestly, I don't know if I blink or not, but I'm assuming I get in like these trances when I watch these videos or when I game, and I'm already wearing glasses, so I'm assuming it's not helping. It's not helping me.
You've been staring at your screen for so long, your eyes have basically forgotten how to be eyes. When you focus too hard, your blink rate drops by 60%.
I'm gonna make sure I'm blinking.
That means your eyes dry out, your vision blurs, and your corneas start feeling like sandpaper.
I actually had a conversation earlier today about how my eyes hurt almost every single day because of how much I stare at a screen. I'm not trolling. That happened today. Today I talked about that. I don't know if I should see a doctor or anything, but I mean, I know it's because I look at the screen all day, but that's because it's my job. What am I supposed to do?
And that headache you call fatigue, it's just your eyeballs screaming for moisture.
All right,
Blink, use eye drops. Look away every 20 minutes because your eyes aren't camera lenses. They're meat and they're drying fast.
Am I doing it right? Is this correct? Hey Siri, set a timer for 20 minutes. Set a timer.
Minutes starting now.
Thanks, babe.
My
All right.
pleasure.
She said my pleasure. I was not expecting that. I didn't know Siri had game like that. All right, I blinked a bunch. I looked away. I'm good to lock in for 20 more minutes.
Constant earbuds.
Bro is describing me! What?
Wear earbuds like they're part of your skull, listening to music or calling phone. But your ears hate it. Constant earbuds trap moisture and bacteria, basically turning your ear canal into a sauna for germs. Leave them in too long, and you're asking for infections, wax buildup, and hearing loss that sneaks up slowly. And blasting music? That's just slow motion hearing suicide. These headphones are known to be like extremely loud and like high quality and very sound resistant. Like when you put these on, like me just putting this on makes it so that I can barely hear myself. I'm not even kidding. They're crazy. I thought that was a good thing. To be fair, it does help me in video games. It's really good surround sound and all that. But apparently, it's killing me. Luckily though, these aren't earbuds, which is specifically what he referenced in the beginning, so they're not inside of my ear with all that wax and bacteria and buildup, all that. This is only covering the outside of my ear, so I guess in that regard, it's a little bit healthier, but I probably blast music a little bit too loud. Let your ears breathe. Silence won't kill you, but your playlist might. Number 4, holding in your pee.
At this point, you're going to think I'm lying. Like, you're really going to be like, dude, this guy's capping. He's saying that he does all these things for views and for people to make him think. I swear, my family knows me as the guy who, like, never needs to go to the bathroom, including peeing. Like, if we have a long road trip, nobody even, like, questions my ability to hold everything in. Okay, another example. I have a lot of family that live in France, so I travel to France all the time. That flight is like 8 or 9 hours. No problem. I sit down, I don't move for 8 hours, 9 hours straight. I just play video games and watch movies, no problem. I hold in my pee. So let's find out how this is also slowly killing me.
Phone in hand, mid-scroll. And your bladder's like, hey, time to go. But nah.
I do
you
that.
think you're built different.
I do that.
So you hold it for hours.
I do that.
But that pressure can stretch muscles, mess with nerves, and even push bacteria back into your kidneys. And the longer you hold it, the more your body learns to stop sending warnings. You don't build endurance, you build infection.
Ooh.
So, yeah, you're not being strong.
I do that. And I do feel like I'm being strong, to be honest, so he's not entirely wrong. Come on. Number 5, surely I don't have them all. At first, I was hoping I would have none. Now I'm just hoping I don't have all of them. Come on, please, 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 please. Number 5.
Sleeping in the wrong position.
Okay, before he explains the wrong position, I'll tell you the way I sleep. I normally sleep pretty much body down, and then I have one arm up here like this. So I'm like face down, head to the side, arm under my pillow, like that. Or like this too. I'll be here. I can get here. That's it. So if he says that's wrong,
You think sleep fixes everything, but not if you do it wrong.
come on.
Sleeping on your stomach, you're bending your spine like a shrimp for 8 hours. On your side, with the wrong pillow, neck twist, shoulder strain, and a free ticket to back pain.
How are you supposed to sleep? What? How do you sleep? What's the proper way? What else do you do?
Even your face gets wrecked because pressing one side every night deepens wrinkles faster. Sleep's supposed to heal you, but if you treat it wrong, it just quietly breaks you instead.
Nah, this is rage baiting me. He didn't even say how to sleep right. I hope some of these are just cap, because there's no way. There's no way that's not how you're supposed to sleep. How are you supposed to? Like this? Like you just lay straight back and you go in the mummy position? What about the fetal position? I've heard the fetal position a lot in my life and how it's very healthy for you. Is that bad? I probably have done that before. Is that okay? Is that acceptable? Let's lock in here. Come on.
Too little sunlight.
I'm a dead man! I'm a dead man walking. Look at my skin complexion. I don't go outside. I'm a cave dweller. I sit in my room, I watch YouTube, I record videos, and I go to the gym. But the gym is still inside. Like, I don't do the outside very much. It's not my, I don't know. I'm not making it to 30, boys. I'm 27 now. I'm cooked.
Wake up,
Here we go.
open your phone,
Yep.
and realize you haven't seen the sun in
True.
3 days.
To make matters even worse, I don't even have a window. I live in the basement. I don't even see sunlight when I wake up.
No sunlight means no vitamin D, and no vitamin D means your brain stops making serotonin, the thing that keeps you from feeling like a half-functioning zombie.
Okay, that's actually good. That's like dopamine, serotonin, same thing, I think. Like, that's what makes you happy. Okay. All right, he's onto something. He's onto something.
Your bones get weaker, your mood tanks, and your sleep schedule starts playing Russian roulette. You're not indoorsy. You're photosynthesis deficient. Touch some sunlight before your body forgets daytime.
Honestly, guys, I have no idea how I'm still alive. According to that video, I think I should have died at least 5 times. I do wonder how close I've actually been to dying, though. And now, we're gonna find out.
You're in class, it's dead quiet. Suddenly, you feel it coming. A massive sneeze.
What does it mean, not in this house way? Hold on. And there's no way you can actually die from holding in a sneeze, right? That's not real. Because I've held in sneezes before. I will say, though, it is impossible to sneeze with your eyes open. I confirm that.
Not wanting to embarrass yourself, you pinch your nose and shut your mouth, determined to silently sneeze like a ninja. But instead of a stealth sneeze, you almost blow your head off. Your ears pop, your eyes water, and your brain feels like it briefly left your skull. But hey, at least no one noticed, right? Here's the hidden danger. Holding in sneezes isn't just uncomfortable. It can literally rupture your eardrums, burst blood vessels, or even damage your throat due to built-up pressure. In extreme cases, people have ended up in the ER from an innocent little sneeze.
To be honest with you, the worst part of dying from a sneeze probably wouldn't even be dying. It would be the shame and the embarrassment of then knowing that everybody that you've ever loved and known would then also know that you died to holding in a sneeze. That would be engraved on your tombstone. Died to holding in sneeze. Anyway, number 5.
Choking on water. You're sitting there, casually sipping water while scrolling TikTok, when suddenly your throat decides to switch teams. Instead of helping you swallow, it's actively trying to kill you. You're coughing, eyes watering, choking like it's game over. But here's the real deal. That's called aspiration, when water accidentally slips into your windpipe instead of your esophagus. Thankfully, your body's cough reflex usually saves you before anyone notices you almost died from water. but it can genuinely block airflow, causing you to suffocate.
There have been many times that for a second I thought I was gonna die to this, but I would always play it off like I was totally cool and had everything under control. But deep down in my mind, I thought I was going to die. It would look something like this. I'm okay. I know I looked totally okay there, like I wasn't dying at all, but it always felt like I was.
Yeah, death by hydration, the dumbest way to go. Number 4, standing up too fast. You're lounging on the couch, glued to Netflix for hours, when suddenly you spring up because the pizza guy finally arrives.
Relatable.
But instead of making it to the door, your vision suddenly fades to black. Stars explode in your eyes, and for a brief moment, your legs forget they're supposed to hold you up. You laugh it off as just standing up too fast.
Yeah.
But here's what's actually happening.
Okay, the thing that's crazy about this video is all of these have happened to me, and I'm assuming all of these have happened to pretty much everybody, and it's freaking me out a little bit that this guy knows, like, what happens to me. Like, he's inside of my body. Didn't mean it that way. Kind of funny, though, so we're gonna leave that in.
That blackout moment is your blood pressure dropping suddenly. Your brain literally isn't getting enough oxygen, and you're seconds away from fainting. Usually, your body quickly recovers, making you feel just slightly dizzy and embarrassed. But occasionally, people fall, hit their heads, or worse. So next time you rush for pizza, maybe stand up slow, because fainting is a lame reason to end up in the ER.
Fainting is a lame reason, but pizza is not, okay? I respect the pizza hustle.
Number 3, eating raw food. You're starving, fridge empty. Except for some sketchy leftover sushi and questionable chicken nuggets. You're too lazy to microwave, so you pop a bite cold and raw, thinking, what's the worst that could happen? Congrats, you just played raw food roulette. Raw chicken, seafood, or even uncooked eggs are perfect breeding grounds for nasty bacteria like salmonella and E. coli, tiny assassins waiting to ambush your stomach. Most times, your stomach acid battles it out like a champ, and you move on thinking you're invincible. But when you lose, violent sickness, emergency trips, and a story you'll never live down.
But I do love raw fish, very, very rare steak, raw chicken. I don't do the whole raw chicken thing, but I've eaten a lot of raw eggs. I'm not condoning it. I'm not recommending it. I'm just saying that I've done all of that. And I've never experienced like severe sickness from it. Like food poisoning, I've heard is awful stuff, but normally if I get sick from eating, it's like a one-day thing. To not go into tremendous detail, 1, 2, 3 toilet sessions, and then the next day, I'm back to feeling like $1 million. But I've never had to like even consider going to the hospital for it.
So next time laziness tempts you into raw food adventures, remember, your stomach's tough, but not bulletproof.
I just want to clarify for this guy, it's not laziness, it's gluttony.
Number 2, cracking your neck. You're sitting at your desk after hours of gaming, studying, or whatever it is you pretend to do.
Tell me you
when
heard
your
that.
neck feels stiff. So naturally, you twist your head to the side and crack. Instant relief. Feels good, right?
It did feel pretty nice.
The kicker. That satisfying crack isn't always harmless. Neck cracking involves rapidly stretching the joints and ligaments, releasing built-up gas bubbles. Harmless usually, but twist a bit too far or too aggressively, and you can actually damage blood vessels, causing clots, strokes, or even paralysis. Sounds extreme, but it's happened. People have legit ended up hospitalized after a casual neck crack session. So, if you think your neck's feeling stiff, maybe think twice before twisting it. Like,
this is one of those things for me. High risk, high reward. It's like one of the nicest feelings ever to crack your neck and getting your back cracked. Oh, don't get me started on a little bit of a back crack. And I recognize, okay, the potential dangers, but it just feels so good. But I will say, if you've never cracked your neck before, don't do it. It's like one of those things that if you never start it, you're like ignorant to know what it feels like. It's really not even all that. I feel like I shouldn't promote neck cracking because honestly, it's an addiction. I never thought of it this way, but like I'm addicted to cracking my fingies, my neck, all my joints, my toes even, bro. I literally crack my toes. Never really looked at myself in the mirror before when it comes to cracking my bones, but I should probably stop on the off chance that something bad happens. And if you're not a big bone cracker, I would not endorse other people to be cracking their bones, and that comes from a big bone cracker right here.
Number 1, holding your breath too long. You're watching a movie and the main character dives underwater. Obviously, you hold your breath too, trying to see if you'd survive in their situation. But halfway through, your lungs are burning, and yours vision blurring, yet you stubbornly refuse to exhale. What you need to know is pushing your lungs past their limit isn't just a funny movie challenge. It's legit dangerous. You risk fainting from lack of oxygen, even triggering seizures or accidental drowning if you pass out in a bathtub or pool. Sure, it feels like harmless fun, but your little underwater breath-holding contest could genuinely knock you unconscious. Next movie night, maybe just let the actor do the breath-holding. Your brain likes oxygen more than it likes movie challenges.
Okay. I just held my breath through all of that, totally going against what this man would have wanted me to do. But obviously, holding your breath in water would be very dangerous. But like, if you're not in water, you might pass out, but then your body will naturally start breathing. I feel like that's totally cool. In water, though, I can understand why that might be a problem. But to be honest, watching this video has really woken me up to how every single day, things happen to me where I actually almost die.
Laughing. You're laughing with your friends, like actual tears in your eyes laughing. And suddenly your brain hits the low battery warning. Your vision blurs, your head spins, and for a second, you're wondering if this is how you die. From a joke. Here's the truth. You laughed so hard you blew out too much carbon dioxide, and your brain didn't get enough oxygen. That dizzy blackout feeling, your body rebooting before you pass out on the floor. So, congrats. You almost died having fun.
I've been at that point many, many times. But then, guess what I do? I do this. Ready? Ready? I breathe! I like to think I hang around like some funny people. Some people that make me laugh, like really, really laugh a lot. I love this guy's channel, don't get me wrong. We react to a bunch of his stuff. This one I think is cap. Nobody's dying. Nobody's out there dying from laughing, bro.
Number 2, that random chest pain. You're chilling.
I'm cooked. I laugh a lot, and every night I get chest pains. And I'm literally not kidding. There's sometimes I'm like laying down in bed, about to go to sleep, and I'm thinking to myself, this might be my last moments here on planet Earth. But then I tell myself, nah, that's cap. That's just my blood flowing. I'm good. But apparently not. Apparently I might actually die. Hold up. What is he about to tell me?
Scrolling your phone, then out of nowhere, you feel a sharp chest pain. It lasts 1 second, then gone. So you call it anxiety and move on. But here's the thing. That stab is often a tiny muscle or esophageal spasm that your brain instantly flags as heart attack maybe. Your body freezes, your breath stops, then it resets like nothing happened. Usually harmless. But that 1 second stab could be your final warning too.
No. I'm cooked. That happens to me all the time. The thing is, bro, my brain is so bad that when that happens, when that moment happens, I just come to terms with it. I'm kind of just like, okay, I'm gonna die, GG. It's a really bad mental state I get into, but I should probably stop drinking about 13 energy drinks a day. Like realistically, I'll have pre-workout in the morning to work out, and then I'll have maybe a coffee or another energy drink throughout the day to get me through recording videos. That's still way too much though. I should not be doing that.
Number 3, swallowing saliva wrong. You're just sitting there doing nothing, then suddenly your throat betrays you. You swallow your own saliva and instantly start choking like you're being eliminated from the planet.
This is the most relatable one, and it's not even close. Everybody has been there, and honestly, it's probably the most embarrassing one because you could be in the most important business meeting of your life. You could be at a funeral. You could be, honestly, anywhere in public, and you swallow your saliva wrong. You're coughing nonstop for 5 minutes, and everybody's looking at you at first with some concern. Like the first 30 seconds are probably like, does he need help? Should I go give him the Heimlich? I don't know, he seems okay. And then after like a minute, that's when people will be like, all right, let's knock it off a little bit. Like, let's grow up. It's just a cough, hold it in. Be respectful to me and my peers. And then after 3 minutes, it's like, dude, shut the front door. Get it out! At least that's my reaction to when people do it.
And instantly start choking like you're being eliminated from the planet. And here's what's actually happening. Your airway and food pipe got their signals crossed. A tiny drop slipped into the wrong tube, and your body went full panic mode to save you. You weren't being dramatic. You genuinely almost suffocated from your own spit. Number 4, sleep paralysis.
Oh my God, I just looked up how many people die from choking on their saliva. It said thousands die annually, highlighted. Look at this. And then I kept reading it and I was like, okay, hang on a minute. It's primarily from food, which is obvious. So I don't have any statistics on like how many people are actually dying to choking on saliva, but it is clear that you are almost dead or you are dying in that moment. It's just like 99.99% of the time you do survive is what it seems like.
Paralysis. You're lying in bed, half awake, and suddenly your whole body refuses to move. Your eyes are open, your brain is screaming, but your muscles are locked like you got unplugged. You try to breathe deeper, but nothing changes. And for a moment, it feels like something or someone is sitting on your chest.
Whoa.
Here's the scary part. During sleep paralysis, your breathing can get so shallow. Your brain thinks you're suffocating. Most people snap out of it fast. But in rare cases, panic and low oxygen can actually trigger fainting or a micro blackout.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I've never had that before, but that does sound pretty crazy. I heard that's because like your brain wakes up, but your body doesn't yet, or something like that. I don't really know, but that would be pretty crazy if like if I could see everything and I couldn't move. But I think I would just go back to sleep. I'd be like, freak this, bro. I'm out of here. Put me back in that dream. That was about to get me some. Number 5.
Eating while lying down.
How am I still? No, this can't be true because I'd be dead. Ain't no way people are dying from eating while laying down, because if that were true, you wouldn't be seeing me. I do that all the, oh my God, that is my go-to eating position.
You're chilling in bed, watching a movie, and snacking like it's the most harmless thing ever.
On pizza, though, that's a very crucial pinpoint data point there. Chicken bacon ranch pizza. If you guys haven't tried it, please order it and then comment down below what you think. It is so insanely good. Couldn't recommend it more. Order that, watch a movie, lay down while eating it. If you die though, don't sue me. Not my fault.
Then suddenly, you choke, cough, or feel the food go sideways. Yeah, that was almost the end. Here's why. When you eat lying down, your throat angle is messed up, and food can slip toward your airway instead of your stomach. One bad bite and you're doing CPR on yourself. So, just sit up. Netflix can wait, but breathing can't.
It does make sense, right? Because like gravity will help pull the food down. So if you're not upright, it won't go down. It'll go like that way, which is not the way you want it to go. That does actually make sense.
Number 6, standing on a dead leg. Your leg falls asleep.
Really? Standing on a dead leg? That almost kills you, but you got lucky? Hang on a minute here. Hey, you're losing me now. Ain't no way that almost kills you. Come on.
Goes full numb, and instead of waiting, you stand up like a brave idiot. Suddenly, your leg glitches, your foot drags, and you almost collapse like a newborn giraffe. And what's actually happening is, your nerves temporarily shut down. Your brain is sending commands, but your leg isn't receiving anything. One wrong step and boom, face first into the floor. And you might not respawn again. Okay, I mean, I guess. But if you die from walking on dead legs, I hate to say it, but you deserve it, bro. Like, what are we doing here? Like, that's just survival of the fittest at that point. If you're unable to survive from walking on dead legs, that's just Darwinism doing its thing. That's natural selection doing its thing. Next time, if your leg dies, sit down. Don't fight physics. I'm fighting through the pain. I'm risking it. There's no way I'm letting my dead leg, although it does tingle and like feel strange, I'm not letting that stop me. Anyway, boys, once again, after watching a Pele Explains video, I will be changing some of my daily routines and rituals because I don't want to die. All right, I gotta stop looking at how many different times I should have died, because what I'm realizing is I should be dead right now, and it's crazy that I'm even still alive. So let's make a little bit of a pivot here and check out hidden signs that actually show that you have a really healthy body. I'm clearly gonna have all of the signs. You wake up without needing 5 alarms. What about you wake up needing 1 alarm, but you also need to lay in bed for 45 minutes and scroll on TikTok before you actually get up? What about that? Because I'm more on that level. I'm more of a 1 alarmer, but stay in bed for a while before actually rolling out. If you actually wake up when your alarm rings, or before it, you've got something most people don't. A regulated circadian rhythm. Okay. It means your body's sleep-wake cycle is synced, your cortisol hits at the right time, and your brain doesn't feel like soup in the morning. No snoozing, no dragging yourself up like a zombie. If you wake up feeling like a human instead of a corpse, that's health.
I think I give myself a half a point for that. The thing is though, like with YouTube as my profession, generally I can wake up whenever I want. But it also means that I can go to bed whenever I want. So some nights I'm literally going to sleep at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. and other nights I'm going to bed at 8 p.m. So like my rhythm of sleeping is totally off. It's on a week-to-week basis really, which I don't think that is healthy at all. Number 2.
You rarely get sick. If you haven't been knocked out by every flu, cold, or virus flying around, you might have a pretty stacked immune system. A healthy body doesn't avoid germs.
I think I'm good on this one, guys, to be honest. I know I play video games a lot, and for about 10 to 15 hours a day, I'm sitting in this exact spot, but generally, I don't get sick very often. Admittedly, I've had a little bit of a stuffy nose for like the last month or two, but I feel okay. It's just like some congestion, but I haven't been like bedridden or had a fever or like anything bad in I don't even know how long. It's been what feels like forever.
Just handles them fast. If you recover from sickness quick or barely get symptoms when everyone else is dying, that's your immune system flexing quietly in the background.
I think I'm good there. I'm giving myself a full point. So I'm at 1.5 points. Everybody keep track of how many points out of 10 you guys get. Number 3.
You poop once a day without struggle.
-1 point! Back to 0.5. This is a problem. You know, normally when I watch these types of videos, I find myself getting exposed. And I thought for the first 2 that we were smooth sailing. I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to upload this video because there's nothing I even have to say. I just am. But now we're back to having to expose myself. Number 1, I'm good at. Number 2, I have problems. It's not that bad. And in fact, it has gotten better as I've aged. But my family used to make fun of me a lot. Looking back at it, they probably should have taken me to the doctors rather than pointing and laughing at the fact that it took me 3 to 4 business days in order to relieve myself. That's a problem.
Not glamorous, but real talk. A smooth, once-a-day poop with zero pain or drama.
That exists? People have that? A smooth once-a-day poop with zero pain? Who does that? Jesus himself? I've never met anybody that is that fluid. That's definitely not the right word.
Is one of the top signs your digestive system's in check. No weird cramps. No toilet battles. No skipping 3 days and wondering if you're broken.
Here's the thing though, and I'm sure it's like this for everybody, I'm not unique here, but it really does matter what I eat. Like, I know I got problems with red sauce. Like, if you give me a large bowl or plate of spaghetti and meatballs loaded up with that tomato sauce, I will eat the whole thing and I won't stop until I can't eat anymore, and that's a problem. I will be in screaming pain for the next 5 to 6 hours. It's embarrassing. And then you are like, you watch him have that reaction from the other room. You know what? I'm trauma dumping at this point. Let's keep her going.
Gut health equals brain health equals full body balance.
Ooh, that explains a lot. My brain health is not supreme.
Number 4. You can climb stairs without feeling like you're dying.
This one I think I'm middle of the pack at. I think that there are people way worse at climbing stairs than me, but I also think there's people way better than climbing stairs than me.
You're halfway up a flight of stairs and your legs don't feel like spaghetti. Your lungs don't quit. Your heart doesn't panic. That's low-key cardio fitness. If stairs, hills, or running to catch the bus doesn't wreck you, your body's got solid endurance.
Okay. I think I'm decent at that. I'm honestly not the best. It depends on the season because I bulk up and I cut down. Right now, Mike, I'm pretty large at the moment. I got some flubber on me.
Daddy, chill.
But I plan on losing like 30 pounds in a couple of months. And when that happens, I'm much better with the whole stair situation. Number 5.
Your skin is clear and you barely try.
That's a point for me. I'm giving myself a point.
And maybe some moisturizer. Your hormones, hydration, and stress levels are probably in balance. No acne explosions, no oil slicks, just chill, manageable skin.
I think I have this. This is for sure me.
It isn't just about looks. It's a mirror for your body's inner chaos.
I will say sometimes when after I eat an entire pizza on my own on a Friday afternoon while watching Fortnite tournaments, the next day I will have, like, sometimes I have some like pimples here and there. So I think it like diet does matter for me. Number 6, you don't crash after every meal.
You eat and feel fine. No nap needed, no stomach rebellion, no sugar coma.
That's no point for me, I'll admit it. A lot of see, I have a problem with eating. The way that I eat is very abnormal. I don't eat very often, but when I do eat, It's bad. It's ugly. I will gorge. But I'm literally not trolling. I order an entire meat lovers pizza. Like not the small one from Domino's. I'm talking like a local pizzeria. Like not even a chain. They're huge. Like this big pizzas. The full, I think 16 inch, 18 inch, whatever the large is. And I eat the whole thing. I didn't know that's that unhealthy for me though. I thought I was just like, I mean, I knew that I was going to sleep because of the food and it would put me in a food coma, but I didn't realize that it was that bad for me.
It means your blood sugar isn't spiking and crashing like a roller coaster. If your energy stays steady after eating, especially carbs, your metabolism and insulin response are probably working like clockwork. And that's a big win most people don't notice.
I don't have
Number
that.
7, you sleep like a rock and wake up rested. You fall asleep fast.
This one I have. I'm a very good sleeper.
Stay asleep, and wake up without feeling like you fought demons in your dreams. Good sleep equals muscle recovery, hormone balance, brain function, and emotional stability. If you're not waking up every hour or dragging yourself out of bed like a zombie, your nervous system is doing its job.
That's a point. I've lost track of what I'm at. 4.5. You can see it right here. Bink.
You don't get random aches for no reason. Your joints don't click when you stand. Your back doesn't betray you when you bend. If your body feels smooth, stable, and pain-free most days, that's mobility, hydration, and inflammation, levels all doing fine. Random soreness without effort, that's not age. It's imbalance.
I think that's a point for me. I do have some lower back pain here and there, but it's not terrible. It happens after like a heavy day of lifting because I do go to the gym a lot and it does put a lot of pressure on my back. I'm giving myself a full point though. So I think I'm at 5.5 points, 6.5 points, 7.5 points. Number 9.
Your nails and hair grow fast. You clip your nails one week and somehow they're back the next. Your hair grows like it's on a timer.
I feel personally attacked. What if you're balding? Is that the same thing? Cause like my beard still grows, my nails still grow. The side of my head and the back, that's growing perfectly fine. It's the top of my head that is struggling. It's grasping for air. Does that count? I guess no. Darn it.
That's a sign your body's getting enough protein, nutrients, and circulation to power the
See, I think I'm good and I'm just balding. Like it's just in my genes. Hang on. I'm only gonna show you guys this once real quick. I can't believe I did that. I know my editor added like a gasp sound effect too for the icing on the cake. Thank you for that.
It's not just cosmetic, it's health output. If the extra things like hair and nails are thriving, chances are the vital stuff is too.
I'm cooked. Number 10.
You feel calm most of the time.
Okay,
Your
I have
heart's
that.
not constantly racing.
I have
Your
that.
brain's not always on fire.
We're good.
Even when life is chaotic, your body doesn't spin into panic mode 24/7.
This is, I should get 5 points for this. I'll tell you a story real quick about how like weirdly calm I am in like awful situations. For example, one time my YouTube channel got hacked. And it was actually recent. It was literally like a year ago. And it got hacked so bad that all my videos got taken down. And he changed the name to Ark Invest. And then started streaming like Elon Musk telling everybody to invest in Bitcoin or some sort of crypto. And that was my YouTube channel for about 3 days. And I didn't panic. I was like, yeah, it is what it is. I think I'll get my YouTube channel back. And if I don't, I'll start over. But everyone around me was panicking. Like my family was, my friends were, but I was chill. I was good. I've been pulled over by the police before. I don't know. I just find like panicking and freaking out accomplishes nothing. All it does is make scenarios worse. So there's no point in freaking out.
That means your nervous system knows how to regulate. You're not numb, you're balanced. And in today's world, that might be the strongest health signal of all.
Apparently that's the healthiest signal of them all. So I think that should be plus 5 points. I was joking about it earlier, but whatever. I'll give myself 1, which I think I'm at 6.5 or 7.5. This may come to a shocker to a lot of you. I might not be the brightest bulb in the world. 95% of my comments are like,
Oh, Alec, you're 200 IQ. Oh, Alec, you're a genius. You're so smart.
but it's all a facade. So today we are watching a video on how to get smarter. Normally, I react to videos I find fun. This video,
The habits that look dumb, but actually make you smarter. Number 1,
Do I do any of
doodling
these?
while listening. You ever find yourself drawing weird little shapes in class or
never done that ever. I actually always thought people who just randomly doodled were weird. Like, what are you doing, you doodler? Little doodler? You know what I'm saying? But now, in retrospect, they were actually improving their cognitive function, which is probably why the people who doodled were some of the smarter people in class. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
when you're on the phone and then snap back and realize you somehow absorbed everything anyway. And that's not distraction. That's called brain multitasking. Doodling keeps your visual and motor systems busy, so your working memory doesn't wander off, and it actually anchors your focus. Some studies show that people who doodle while listening remember more than those who just sit still.
Here's what I will say. I'm not a doodler. I think because I don't want the title of a doodler. Nobody wants to be a doodler. Sounds way too close to diddler. And nobody wants to be a diddler. Instead, though, I actually have a lot of meetings like with the boys or like real, believe it or not, like business meetings where we'll be in a Discord call and I just play Minecraft parkour just to like keep my mind moving, keep things going. And I think that's like a similar thing. It might not quite be on the level of doodling, but I'm parkouring, which is still requires some brain functionality while being able to listen and communicate and talk all at the same time. So I'm not quite doodler level, but I'm parkour level, which I think is respectable.
So yeah, you weren't being chaotic. Number 2, talking to yourself.
Who does this? Be honest. Okay, I don't talk to myself out loud, but I'll have conversations in my head. I'll run through scenarios in my head. I'll run through arguments and disputes in my head, but I don't like look at a mirror and go, you look like crap today. You need to push your hair even more forward because your forehead is so exposed. It's disgusting. I don't do that. Like I don't verbalize it, but I'll talk to myself in my head. Does that count?
Have you ever wandered around talking to yourself like you're being documented?
In your head?
And then felt low-key insane and embarrassed? Well, don't be. Talking to yourself actually helps your brain hold on to thoughts, organize them,
No, it doesn't.
and actually remember what the hell you're doing.
No, it doesn't. I think I have Alzheimer's, which is normally like an old person thing, and I'm not old. I have a goldfish memory, but I do talk to myself a lot.
It's called self-directed speech, and it boosts working memory, sharpens attention, and helps you focus when your brain's about to tab out. So next time you catch yourself muttering like an NPC, just know you're literally running a mental update.
Okay, he is explicitly talking about like saying things out loud to yourself. I don't do that. I think that this video is turning into more of an expose. Expose? No, it's exposing me on the fact that I'm not that smart, and this is why I'm not that smart, because I'm 0 for 2 on the habits that you need to do to be smart. And this is embarrassing. I don't even know if I want to continue. Please at least let me get one.
Number 3, you solve riddles for fun.
Okay, nobody does that. Nobody's solving riddles for fun. Like maybe if someone comes into the room and says, you know, here's a riddler, diddler, diddler, fiddler, figure out who's doing who and what's doing what. But I'm not gonna like make up my own riddles and scenarios on my own. I'm not gonna go on riddle.com and try to crack the code of riddles.
You ever see a brain teeth?
What do you call a 20-year-old unemployed guy? No, please, nobody say me, because I'm 27, so it actually can't be me. It's me.
And just have to solve it, even though it's 2 a.m. and your eyes are dying? That's not just curiosity, that's your brain chasing dopamine. Because solving problems gives your brain a reward hit, like genuinely. It activates the striatum and prefrontal cortex, which light up your internal yes button. Even the frustration is part of the process. Your brain really likes the challenge because it rewires itself while you think. And if that's the kind of thinking your brain wants to get better at, brilliant, sponsored.
Okay, well, I didn't know we're doing sponsors today. I really hope that number 4 is scrolling endlessly on Instagram Reels. If that's on here, I'm a certified genius. I might go on the show Who Wants to Become a Millionaire and just answer every question right, because I might spend 5 hours a day on Reels. It's not good. I'm not advocating for it. I'm not saying to do it, unless it's on here, because then we can all be geniuses together. Number 4.
Number 4, you walk around when thinking.
No. I walk around on the phone. If I'm on the phone, I love walking around. Even if it's literally walking in circles. Come on, give me something here! Give me something! I'm 0 for 4!
You ever wonder why pacing helps you think? You're walking in circles.
Okay.
No destination.
I do that when
But just with thoughts.
On the phone.
It's not just anxiety. That rhythmic movement actually activates your motor cortex.
Anxiety. Maybe that's because honestly, I do that when it's like mostly when it's an important call. Like if I'm on the call, like if I have to call like American Airlines to like move my flight, for example, and I'm like, oh my god, like I'm stressing out. I'll walk in a circle for 5 miles nonstop. But for me, I think that's more of an anxiety thing more than my brain being smart. This is awful.
Which lights up neighboring areas
cooked.
like the prefrontal cortex, where you do your planning and problem solving. Walking becomes a metronome, and it anchors your body so your mind can wander deeper. You're not wasting energy. You're sinking it.
Okay, I'm giving myself a half a point, I think, maybe? I don't know. I think I'm over 4. What's number 5?
You drift off and start fixing your life.
What does that even mean?
You're staring at the wall, and your mouth is open, but your brain, he's somewhere else entirely. Because you're building a future that doesn't
Like daydreaming?
exist. Replaying arguments from 2019, or solving problems that aren't even real.
Is he just talking about daydreaming? Because I daydream. Maybe I'm not doing what he is explaining. My daydreams are a little, we'll say, different. I can get behind daydreaming.
That's called daydreaming, and it's not a waste of time. It's your brain's simulation mode. It lets you rehearse situations, imagine different outcomes, and mentally prep without risk.
I do this. Okay, this is a checkmate. I got a point, baby.
Some of your best ideas, they started exactly here.
Yeah.
Even mine to start this channel.
Here's the thing. I feel like who doesn't daydream is the thing. Imagine like asking somebody,
Hey, do you daydream ever?
daydreaming is thinking about anything. Just thinking. If somebody says that they don't daydream, they are the most NPC person of all time, I think. Like daydreaming is thinking about like your plans for the day or like your future or, you know, what kind of house you want to grow up in or buy when you're older, you know. So everybody is going to have a point there. Everybody does though. That shouldn't even count. What is number 6?
You remember things that never happened.
You remember things that never happened. I'm grasping at straws here, guys. I can't even lie. I'm trying to get every point that I can get. What is that? I don't even know what that means, though. I'll run around the entire world to get a point. I don't even know what that means. I can't even come up with a fake scenario to explain how I earn and deserve that point. You remember things that never happened. How is that, first of all, a habit? Second of all, how does that make you smart? That makes you dumb. You're wrong. You're remembering incorrectly. Let's hear the explanation here before I continue firing off.
This one adds a bit of surreal energy to end on. The idea that your brain doesn't just recall life, it invents parts of it. False memories, made-up conversations, alternate futures you rehearsed 1,000 times. All crafted without asking you. It's weird and creepy. And it's a sign of a healthy creative brain doing background world building.
Wait, why not just remembering normal things? Like remembering what happened? How is that not the smarter alternative here than remembering what didn't even happen? I'm so confused. I believe this video proved exactly what I thought that it was going to prove. Today we're checking out times that you almost died without knowing it.
Number 6, the danger triangle. You're staring in the
My
mirror,
nose?
and there it is, a massive angry zit right on your nose. You decide to squeeze it until it pops.
I've been there.
And it's satisfying, right? Nope. This area, from the bridge of your nose to the corners of your mouth, is called the danger triangle.
You're telling me I can die from popping a pimple? Well, I must be invincible then, because back in middle school, I had about 1,000 of them, and yes, I popped every single one. And I know people say like, oh, don't pop them, oh, it'll scar. I'm all right now. I have like a weird thing. I pop every pimple, and I pick every scab. I don't know, I have a mental disorder, I think. But let's hear why this is so dangerous.
The veins here lead directly to your brain. If bacteria from your fingers gets in that open wound, it can cause a brain infection or a blood clot that's literally fatal.
Whoa.
You're not just clearing your skin, you're opening a highway for bacteria to your skull.
I never thought of it that way. But I guess bacteria is that small too. Bacteria, you can't even see it, it's that small. So I guess it's a pretty big hole for bacteria to get through.
And there are actual cases that people die from this. Next time, let it be.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm still gonna be popping every single pimple I get. Let me see how many people die from that though. Deaths from popping pimples are exceptionally rare in the modern era due to antibiotics. That's a great point as well, as like we have medicine these days, which would help. Especially within the danger triangle. So you don't die instantly, you just get infections which are close to your brain essentially. But with today's medicine, it's outrageously rare. But I guess back in the day, people were popping like pimples and just dying.
Number 5, brain freeze. You're crushing a milkshake way too fast, and suddenly your forehead feels like it's being hit with an ice pick. Most of us laugh off a brain freeze, but for some, that sudden cold shock can trigger the vagus nerve. This nerve controls your heart rate, and an intense chill can cause your heart to skip a beat
you
or
get
go into a dangerous
heart
irregular
attack?
rhythm called an arrhythmia.
Whoa.
It's rare, but your body's ice cream headache is actually your nervous system screaming in panic.
I always did wonder what that, like, why does that happen? Why do you get brain freeze? But to be honest, I never really got brain freeze. I would get throat freeze, which made way more sense to me because I would swallow ice cream and it would trickle down my throat. And then my throat would freeze really bad. I also have like sensitive teeth. My teeth would freeze too. Am I weird? Am I a freak?
Yes!
Do you guys get that too? I never had like actual brain freeze, but my teeth, oh my God, and my throat, oh, it was just the worst.
Wearing wet socks.
Okay, wearing wet socks can kill you? Okay, no way. How?
You got caught in the rain, and now your socks are soaking wet. You're too lazy to change them, so you just keep them on for the rest of the day.
That's disgusting, by the way. Having wet socks is quite literally the worst feeling. I would say wet socks are just as bad as not wiping after a bomb of a dookie goes off. How I know what that feels like? It's hypothetically what that would feel like would be comparable to wearing wet socks. The second you're able to take wet socks off, you have to, or else you're a sicko.
Sounds harmless, right? But you're inviting a nasty guest called trench foot. When your feet are damp for too long,
Fungus
the
foot?
skin starts to die and the blood flow stops. If left long enough, it leads to gangrene, which is literally rotting flesh.
Oh God.
People have actually lost toes and feet just because they didn't bother to put on dry socks.
No way.
If your feet are wet, dry them off, you nasty child.
How long must you be wearing those socks for to get to that point, bro? Because if it's due to them being wet, people are in the water for like hours and hours at a time. I need to know how long you gotta wear them for. That's insane. Even AI says it's bad. Yes, wearing wet socks is bad, especially for extended periods, as it increases friction to lead to blisters. Okay, that's not that bad. Ooh, fosters bacteria, fungal growth. Ooh. Yeah, and there's the trench foot. I don't know why I ever doubt whatever Pele says. I should just believe every single thing that he says because he's always right. Number 3.
Deep cleaning with Q-tips.
Ooh, I've
Nothing
heard of
feels
this one.
better than using a Q-tip after a shower. You're just trying to get that itch, but you're basically playing operation with your hearing. Your ear canal is a dead end, and that cotton swab is a battering ram. You think you're cleaning wax, but you're actually pushing it deeper. Or
Yeah, I heard
worse,
this one before.
one slip away from puncturing your eardrum. A ruptured eardrum isn't just painful. It can lead to permanent hearing loss or a middle ear infection that spreads to your brain. Your ears are self-cleaning, so stop treating your head like a construction site.
The thing is, though, is like having gunk in your ears is such an awful feeling. Like, I hate it. Now, I don't use Q-tips, but I'm not recommending anyone else do this because it's pretty gross. But I will get a tissue paper or napkin or whatever, and I'll use my finger. I'll put it around my finger, and then with that, I'll try to scoop out like some of the excess wax that I have. This way, I'm not like digging way deep in there because my finger can't fit that deep in my ear, but I'm at least like getting some of the gunk out that is super uncomfortable. I hate it. And it's like, I'll admit it's gross. Like if I saw somebody else doing that, I'd be like, ew, dude, you're freaking disgusting. That's gonna make me throw up. I'll admit it, I do that.
Number 2, cutting mold off bread. You're making a sandwich and notice a tiny green fuzzy spot on the edge of the bread. You just cut that piece off and think, it's gonna be all right, right?
Now, I have heard it isn't good for you to do that. Like, you should just throw out the entire loaf of bread if you see any mold at all. But I never understood why. Like, just cut it off and then you're good, right? Apparently not. Let's see why.
What you see on the surface is just the tip. By the time the fuzz appears, microscopic roots called hyphae have already turned the entire loaf into a subterranean fungal network.
Oh, God.
Some molds produce mycotoxins that can cause respiratory issues or even organ damage over time. If you see mold on one slice, the whole bag belongs in the trash. Don't eat the invisible
God.
fungus.
Yeah, when you see like the actual graphic of it, it does make it way grosser, I gotta be honest. I've probably eaten a lot of that stuff, and now I'm coughing a lot. All right, let's see what number 1 is.
Cold water shock. It's a blistering hot day, and you see a refreshing lake or pool. So you jump in, expecting a refreshing splash, but the second you hit the water, you lose control. This is cold water shock. Your body's immediate reflex is to gasp for air. If your head is underwater when that gasp happens, you'll inhale a lungful of water instantly. It also causes your heart rate to skyrocket. which can lead to a heart attack even in young, healthy people.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know about this one. Look, I'm sure it's true. Obviously, if you inhale a bunch of water, you're gonna choke and die because you can't breathe. The heart attack thing too, I do believe is also true, but I have read and seen many things that show so many health benefits to ice bathing. Now, maybe diving headfirst into an ice bath isn't the best way to go about it. Maybe, you know, inching your way in there makes a lot more sense, but I doubt that ice bathing is really that dangerous. I don't think it is. In fact, I've heard that there's so many benefits to it, but maybe it's just like if you cannonball into an ice bath, that's dangerous because it's like shocking your entire system.
Don't dive headfirst into the water. Wade in slowly.
Yeah,
so your body doesn't panic and drown
there we
you.
go. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. That was exactly what I was thinking would have been the answer. I actually do recommend ice bathing. It's very nice. It's tough to get through, but if you can sit through it and push through it, you feel like $1,000,000 after.
Here are healthy foods that are slowly killing you. Number 1. Flavored yogurt.
GG, I'm dead. I'm 27 going on 90 at this point. I mean, look, I know I eat a lot of pizza, which is not healthy. I know that. But whenever I'm not eating pizza, I'm eating yogurt to counter my unhealthiness with healthiness. But turns out my healthiness is also unhealthiness. Now, it's unhealthiness paired with unhealthiness. All right, let me hear him out. How is this unhealthy?
You grab yogurt because you're trying to be healthy.
Yes.
Protein, probiotics, and clean vibes.
Yeah.
But most flavored yogurts are loaded with added sugar. That sugar spikes your blood glucose fast, especially without enough fiber to slow it down. Your body responds by dumping insulin to bring things back under control. Do that every day, and your system starts getting tired of the constant corrections. It's not junk food, it's just dessert, pretending to be disciplined.
That was a lot of words. But essentially he's saying there's too much sugar involved. I honestly didn't even know that there was that much sugar in yogurt. Thought it was just like dairy. Another thing that he didn't mention is that these are all in plastic containers. And apparently one of the biggest problems with food these days is all of the microplastics that are in your food. So I'm assuming there's a lot of microplastics in here too. I don't know, but I feel like no matter how healthy we try to be in this day and age, there's something wrong with what we're eating. Whether it be too much sugar, too many microplastics, too many additives, there's always something wrong.
Number 2. Instant noodles.
I'm good there. I never have instant noodles. People love ramen and all that. I literally have never had ramen once in my life.
Cheap, fast, and very comforting. Feels harmless. But instant noodles are packed with refined carbs and extreme sodium. And that sodium level is a lot. That combo stresses your blood pressure and insulin response at the same time. And they don't even keep you full because your body burns through them too fast. So you get hungry again easily and eat more.
You can't have sugar at all. You can't have any sodium at all. So like what food can we eat that doesn't have that, but then is also healthy in other ways? Nah, I'm gonna crash out, bro.
Breakfast cereals.
If he says a gosh dang thing about Cocoa Pebbles, bro, I swear.
You've eaten these since childhood. They're fortified and whole grain, but marketed as fuel and healthy. But many cereals break down into sugar faster than candy, especially when eaten alone. And that morning energy isn't energy. It's a blood sugar spike, followed by a crash you feel mid-morning. That's why you're tired at 10 a.m. Because your breakfast is a total junk.
Cereals, for example, are able to market themselves as very healthy and high in fiber and high in this and that, but like they are all so ultra processed. Even the ones that you think aren't, even the ones that you think are healthy for you, they are not good for you at all. So I know that I did kind of just say like I love Cocoa Pebbles, which is true. I do love Cocoa Pebbles, but I very rarely eat them anymore. I don't do cereal anymore.
Soybean oil, canola oil, sunflower oil. They're in almost everything. These oils aren't sugar, but they increase inflammation and make your body respond worse to sugar when it shows up. They quietly mess with metabolism in the background. So when sugar hits, the damage hits harder. Different villain, but same outcome.
But inflammation is the root cause for so many problems. Your gut and your digestive system is so important for your everyday health. And if that's inflamed, it causes so many other issues in your body that you wouldn't even tie to your gut being inflamed. But all of those seed oils are a huge problem for that sort of stuff.
They are so delicious and easy protein. So you eat it regularly. but they come with preservatives and compounds that stress your gut and metabolism.
This guy's like actually spitting right now. And it's crazy like how late in life I learned this. Like growing up, my mom, she would feed me, and I love my mom, don't get me wrong, love her to death, but she would feed me like cosmic brownies, Nutter Butters, Nutty Bars, Reese's, all this like junk food every single day, literally every single day. And I loved it growing up. I still love it. And I'd be lying to you if I said that every so often I don't indulge in that stuff. I'm not perfect. Not everything I do is, 100% clean. But now that I'm older and I understand how to take care of myself, I do try to do a much better job of that.
They don't spike sugar directly, but they add to the load your body is already carrying. And when inflammation is high, everything else becomes harder to handle.
Yeah.
So just eat real meat, not fake one.
I know this is gonna sound like cringe, but like this is stuff that I wish I knew when I was younger. So if you're younger than me, I know it's, it might sound silly, it might sound cringe, like, oh, like I'll be fine. I'm a healthy kid, I'm a healthy teenager, I can eat whatever I want. That's what I thought too, but I promise you, bro, I promise you, if you start eating like real meat and real whole foods, you feel so much better, you sleep so much better. If you're an athlete and you want to perform better in your sport, you need to get every advantage you can get, and that is a huge one if you're on a better diet, if you're on a better workout program than all of the other kids. And I'm telling you, I was one of those kids who back in my heyday, I used to not care at all, like eat whatever I wanted and I would just go perform. And I was okay in sports, but if you want to be like really, really good, even in school too, I mean, if you have a good diet, your cognitive function significantly increases. There have been so many studies on it. I can't preach enough how important diet is just to have full control over your body and be in peak condition, not only physically, but mentally as well. What's number 6?
Fruit juice. Orange juice in the morning.
A lot of sugar?
Feels so healthy. It says fresh, natural, and full of vitamins.
This is what I was saying earlier, bro, about how big food companies are able to get away with so much. Like, you look at orange juice and it looks healthy. The way that they market it is like, oh, this is great. But it's not fresh orange. If you're getting like fresh orange juice, like squeezed from an orange, first of all, it tastes 10 times better, but also it's way more healthy for you than this sort of stuff. They add so many chemicals, they add so much sugar, they add so many additives. At the end of the day, it's not good for you.
But juice is fruit without the fiber. That means the sugar hits your bloodstream almost immediately. Your body treats it less like fruit and more like liquid candy. Sugar spike quick, fast crash, and repeat. So it's not entirely evil, but drinking it daily like water slowly teaches your body to depend on sugar swings. Now you might notice a pattern, different foods, different labels, but one ingredient is the main villain that's putting your body into the stakes, and it's sugar. The common denominator in almost every metabolic disaster. It's the hidden architect of your exhaustion, hiding behind healthy labels. So next time when you're buying food, stop letting marketing teams decide your health.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that sugar is the end-all be-all. Like, I wouldn't say cut out sugar 100% out of your diet. You can, and I've heard a lot of people who have, and they love it, but you just really want to limit how much sugar you're having because it causes so many hidden issues that you don't even realize fault of sugar. To be honest, when I clicked on this video to react to, I wasn't expecting to get so preachy and like informative, but I do feel very strongly about this stuff, so I figured, hey, why not?
Reading the back of the label instead of the front.
There's actually an app, and I'm not sponsored by this, but it's called Yuka. If you are looking to get like much healthier with your diet and having a good understanding of like what is good and what is not good to eat, I'd recommend getting Yuka. And essentially what you do with the app is you scan anything that you buy or anything that you're about to eat, and it'll give you a scale from 0 to 100 on how healthy it is. Now, I'm sure it's not 100% accurate, but it is generally pretty solid as far as knowing like what you should be eating or should not be eating. But anyway, that's gonna be it. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed and want me to do some more of these, let me know by leaving a like, hit that subscribe button, and click right here for more.